Scorpio, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And if you have been watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, do me a great favor, take some time out to click on that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting stuff, okay? I would really be grateful to you if you could go ahead and do that for me and the channel. If you're my Capella member, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. You guys mean the world to me. If you're interested in getting a membership where you get exclusive content, kind of like Patreon, but it's on my website. My members only live readings are going to be part of those memberships now going forward, and a whole bunch of other awesome things. Go to capellawellness.com, check out the Capella memberships there, or you can click on the link in the description box. All right, so Scorpio, what we're going to do here is we're going to look, oh, candle went out. We're going to look into what you need to be cognizant of for the end of March 2023, what you're out of alignment with, or what you could be out of alignment with for the end of March, what guidance Spirit has for you to best navigate these energies, because it's for your spiritual growth. That's what this is about. We'll also see what needs healing for the end of March. And lastly, we will look into what the masculine collective wants to say to Scorpio, what your inner masculine wants you to be aware of. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Scorpio need to be cognizant of for the end of March 2023? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. Oh, there's two. It's two cards. Okay. Surprise, surprise. There is no extended for this. My guides have told me not to do an extended for the end of March. If you haven't watched the beginning of March for Scorpio, it could still very well apply. Click on the link in the description box below to check out the extended. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on extended videos. All right. I'm changing the way I do the extendeds. I'll talk about that later. But we have the Judgment card here, Major Arcana, with the Three of Swords. Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I know exactly where this is going. So, remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Be honest with your situation, okay? Do not force anything here to apply to your story. If it's your story, it's your story. If it's not, it's not. But remember that resonance is not a synonym of alignment, because there is somebody here who's no longer confused. They have clarity of thought. They're really trusting their intuition, and they now understand the purpose, why they are here, why they're in a connection with you. This was in Pisces' reading as well, so you may want to watch that because that similar message came out. Why they had to go through separation, why they had to go through heartbreak, why they had to go through loss and grief and sorrow and all these dark things. There could have been a literal death for somebody, right? Because in this card, this couple, her lover, this is her, he was killed, okay? And she's learning how to grieve the loss of him, to grieve, you know, it's loss. But I'm not saying that anybody's dying here. This could very well be a proverbial death, okay? This death to self, death of the ego, death to the person you used to be is what helps you transform. It's what helps you to understand the purpose in the pain. There is always purpose in the pain, Scorpio. Always. We start to realize that there is no such thing as heartbreak. The heart doesn't break. It's the ego that does. The heart only ever expands. And it fills itself more up with love. It helps us to love ourselves better, harder, stronger, and to do the same for other people. This is the illusions about what we think about heartbreak. Some of you think that when people deceive you, when people break your heart, when people disappoint you, when people leave you out in the cold, when you have losses, some of you may feel like you're being judged by God. Oh, well, God, he's making me want to go through the pain. He wants me to feel this because I must have done something wrong. I'm being judged, so that's why I keep going through this. No, that is total illusion. You're all up in your head about this. It's a false belief. Again, God wants you to understand the purpose in the pain. And I'll say it again. The heart doesn't break. It's the ego that does, and the heart only ever expands. Liberation, freedom here. Resurrection, all right? The heart has to go through this to help you understand something about yourself, about your light, about what your purpose is. Because when you go through heartbreak, when you go through difficult situations, when you heal from that, you're able to teach others how you went through the pain, how you went through the sorrow, how you went through the loss, the grief. It's like for me, I lost practically everything I worked so hard for that I owned. Do you see me having a pity party about it, crying? Do you see me in complete depression and a complete broken state? No. I know why God had me go through that. And I know why God had me go through disappointments and heartbreak. And I never had a very fulfilling relationship ever, especially from a romantic nature. I never had like a true partner here. I had a lot of this. Even in my job, I had a lot of this. Because I was seeking the happiness. I was seeking the liberation, freedom from outside myself and saying, that's what's gonna bring me happiness, right? It's the keeping up with the Joneses. It's the materialistic world. It's the fantasy world, like pretending I need this to make me feel better. Escapism. I'm not gonna do my healing. I'm not gonna deal with the heartbreak. I'm not gonna realize why I keep running into these disappointing relationships, why I keep getting my heart broken all the time. I went from one relationship to the other. When one ended, I wanted to start the other one right away. Right? And even now, I have not been in a relationship when it comes to, like a lover or romance or things for years. There's a reason, because God said, Jess, you're not dating. No third party interference when you're healing. That's going to get you in a very confused state. It's going to get you into a state where you are not going to realize why you continue to attract these types of things in your life. And God doesn't promise us, he doesn't say, you're never going to go through disappointment again after you heal, or you're never going to go through sorrow or grief. What's going to happen is when you go through those things later in life, when you've healed your heart chakra, you're going to have this enormous strength in yourself that you won't fall into an abyss. You won't feel so brokenhearted, and it won't be so painful, because you're going to understand the reason in it, the purpose as to why you lost that person, the purpose as to why something didn't go out the way you had planned. And you say, okay, God, it wasn't in your plan. Or God, there was a reason why I lost this person. There's a reason why I lost all my belongings. There's a reason why I lost the job, why this relationship didn't work. Everything is here to teach you. Everything. Life's lessons. Purpose in the pain. Purpose in the disappointment. And you just look at that, oh, okay. It's not going to hurt me as much. Yes, you can grieve. Yes, you can be sad about it. They're human emotions. I'm not telling you to shut off that type about you, because it's a human thing. You don't shut the Three of Swords off. You learn how to heal from it. You learn how to bounce back from the Three of Swords. And you don't start doing things out there where you're trying to escape from, no, I'm not dealing with this. I don't want to feel the pain. I don't want to feel the sorrow. I don't want to cry about it. No. You suppress what needs to be released, what needs to be freed out of your body with that Judgment card. You cannot keep that in. A lot of you are going through these things right now because it's part of your purpose. This is part of your mission. Transmuting the dark into light. Seeing the joy in something that is difficult to see the joy in. Overcoming loss, overcoming grief, overcoming sorrow, because hearts are going to break all the time. We're going to be disappointed time and time again, right? But it's how we respond to that, how we handle it. We can choose to stay in a state of despair and grief, or we can choose to free ourselves from that coffin of grief, of sorrow. It's our choice, Scorpio. It's our choice. And as you go through life, it's like what happened to me. Because God's using me as an example. But man, Jess keeps going through this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm like, yeah, I kind of am too. But I know why God's doing this. I know God has something way bigger, way better, and way brighter for me. And it helps me to realize what I am here for. That I'm supposed to inspire people and give them hope and give them encouragement. They can go through anything that is similar to what I go through. And some of you will go through way, way more difficult things than me. But if those of you who've watched me and you've seen what I've gone through, I could have totally shut this down at the time that my life fell apart last year. Fell apart. It had to fall apart in order for me to build something better. Because what God does, Judgment Day, when you have that faith, when you have that strength and you have that hope there, even when it's like the darkest of days, even when you keep going through this, you keep losing, you keep like getting disappointed, you're still moving forward. You're still remaining optimistic. You're not getting caught up in the illusions of the world, and you're not trying to escape to try to make you feel better with substance abuse and drinking and money and stuff like that. You're not trying to fill a void with anything. You still have that faith that God's got to turn it around. I just have to make sure that I'm not allowing this to take over, and I'm freeing myself every time. I feel liberated every time I'm releasing this pain, this loss. It's like a loss comes in, a disappointment comes in. Okay, clear, cancel, release, gone, done. And you're freeing up the energy for what God's about to bring you. Because God's like, let me see how you've done, Scorpio. Are you still in the pain and the sorrow? Have you learned your lessons as to why I'm putting you through this? Have you understood the purpose in your pain yet? So for those of you who are still in this, you still have some lessons to learn. That you can clear this. You have the ability, Scorpio, to clear this. And even when you have you water signs always get me very emotional. Even when you go through all this stuff and you're still pushing and you're still doing your purpose. Like I said, I could have totally abandoned this. I could have totally been mad at God. Like, what the heck, man? I did what you asked me and then this happens. When God sees that you're still faithful to your mission work, to God himself, to yourself. You don't give up on yourself, because when you do, you give up on the people around you and you give up on God. And when he sees you, you continue to move forward. you start to see that God's giving you a second chance at life, but he's going to make it bigger, better, and brighter. That's where he comes in. And it's a resurrection. You're coming back to life, but you're starting anew because you are emerging as a completely different person. And God blesses those significantly with great rewards for having that unwavering faith even through all of this. Because you knew what to do to not get sucked up into this heavy energy, the pain, the sorrow. You didn't go back to your old ways of materialism, trying to fill a void, trying to think that these things are going to make you happy when they don't. Other relationships, oh, I just went through a breakup. Let me go find another person to help me, to make me feel better. Nope, because you haven't healed from all the other ones. You will continue to attract people who are broken too, right? A broken heart's going to attract a broken heart. How are you going to have the agape love? How are you going to have a union? How are you going to have a new beginning with that person that you are both, there's no judgment, there's no pain, there's no sorrow, there's no suffering. There's only liberation, there's freedom, there's unconditional love here. When that heart chakra is not cleared, that's why we tend to attract these relationships and these people where we get disappointed, even jobs, guys. So some of you are being guided to not listen to the outside world on how you should deal with your heartbreak, meaning, oh, just go buy all these things. Like what I'm hearing, retail therapy. Some of you, there's a shopping addiction here because these are addictions. Some of you, this is drinking to try to heal from heartbreak, to try to deal with the pain. Shopping to try to deal with the pain. That was my problem. I'm not going to lie about that. We all have vices, guys. I'm not a saint here. Drinking, shopping, substance abuse, getting sucked up in social media and trying to like scroll. I'm not dealing with the pain. I don't want to deal with this. I just want to look at videos all day and make myself laugh. That's temporary fix, guys. Instant gratification is not going to help here. So this Seven of Cups, this is getting away from the need to escape into your fantasy world to deal with the pain. That's not how it works. It doesn't help you, Scorpio. Or, oh, just go date somebody else to forget about the other person. Nope, because you're still heartbroken. A broken heart's not going to attract true love, guys. It's not. And you guys are smart. It doesn't work that way. It's not a vibrational alignment, which is what I understood why I kept getting into these relationships. Oh man, I just keep getting cheated on. I keep being disappointed. Also, even the jobs too. Because I didn't do the healing. And I stopped trying to avoid the situation. The truth of the matter. That God told me, no more dating, Jess. No more doing this. You are going to heal. So that when it comes time for me to, let me see how Jess is doing now. Am I going to reward her with the love of a lifetime? Or is she going to go through more lessons? Is she going to go back to those addictions, those things that the escapism, the fantasy world? Is she still going to go fill a void with those things that are temporary, that there's no fix? There's a temporary fix, as I said. So God's coming around, Scorpio, to check on your hearts, guys. But just know that there are always new beginnings when something ends. God's always giving us second chances to come around and like really work on the healing and listen to our hearts. Even though when we are listening to our intuition and we have to do something that may seem painful, it may seem very difficult for us to do, we're being called to do it so that we can feel liberated. We can feel free. We are able to free ourselves from this pain, and God is what gets us there. Christ is what gets us there, right? It's like that resurrection again here with this judgment card. Christ went all through that stuff. But it wasn't just salvation. It wasn't just for him dying for our sins. He was having us realize that even through everything that he went through, he was still true to God. He still fulfilled his purpose. He knew he was going to be crucified. There was no denying that. And then the disciples knew. Mary Magdalene knew. Her mother knew. I mean, Jesus' mother. Yeah, and I guess Mary Magdalene's mother did too. Mother Mary did too. A lot of them knew. He knew there was going to be a death of some sort. A literal death. And that people were going to be heartbroken by it. And they were going to have a loss. They're losing their rabbi, their teacher, their son, their husband. And they said, and Jesus could have been like, well, I'm not going to go fulfill my mission if that's my end here. But he did it anyway. And I'm just having an epiphany here as I'm teaching you this. What's coming through, that's part of what God's trying to teach us. And it wasn't easy for him to do what he did either. He saw a lot of pain and suffering. People who aren't strong in God, who aren't spiritually strong, it breaks them. They can't deal with it. And they look away. I don't want to look at that. Nope, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to help. I don't know. It's too much. But God, Jesus, kept in line with God. He kept going. He kept teaching. He kept prophesying. He stayed true to his purpose. Even when it was difficult. And even after dying on that cross, kind of funny, it's like an Easter sermon almost. Even after dying on that cross here, he was showing to people, well, look what I've done. And people were like, why did he have to go out like that? There's purpose in the pain. And then he comes back. The resurrection of Christ. There's always beginnings after every end. And it's always better than it was before. His flesh was not affected. His spirit was always there. He did not rise from the dead with a broken spirit, let alone a broken heart, because that's not Christ consciousness. Broken hearts are not Christ consciousness. He wasn't disappointed that it ended that way because he knew there was a purpose. And he stayed true to that purpose, and he taught others on how to deal with the pain and how to deal with the suffering. And that's looking to him. That's looking to God. Holy crap. We have the ability to heal ourselves and to heal others. And what we go through, we're supposed to be examples. Look at Christ, his faith in God, even though he knew how his life was going to end. How he was still compassionate, he was still loving, he was still seeing all the pain and suffering, but he still did his job. And he had that enormous spiritual strength to get through all of that. And it took a lot from him to heal all those people. That takes a lot of energy too. And you guys are being examples of how you can get through your pain, your disappointment, your losses. Because they're going to look to you, Scorpio, and say, wow, Look what Scorpio went through. But look who they are now. They're not still wallowing in their sorrows. They're not crying still. They're not in a world of despair. They feel free as a lark. How did they do that? If they can, you can do it, Scorpio. So can other people that you're going to be an inspiration for. It's part of your purpose. This is what we're here to do, guys. For another group of you, somebody's going to stop procrastinating and stop being all up in their head, clouded judgment, not getting caught up in the materialistic world, not following this fool's gold here. It's like that Aaron Carter song, which is a great song, by the way. Fool's gold. I thought I needed this to make me happy. It was false. It was a facade. People were telling me to do all these things to make me feel better. It wasn't working. This person's releasing themselves from the material world, right? The things that don't work, releasing themselves from addictions, substance abuse, addiction, whatever, materialism, right? You name it. Being in a fantasy world, being up in the clouds and not coming down to reality, being unrealistic here. This person's like, this is not the life that I want to live. I need to come down from the clouds. This is why Saturn's in Pisces. This is what Saturn in Pisces is. Saturn's coming in to tell Pisces, to tell a lot of us, hey, we got to come down a little bit to earth. We got to see the cold hard truth in things. That these things that we think make us happy, that's an illusion. So somebody is breaking free from these illusions. They're liberating themselves from them. They're also no longer procrastinating on taking action. On the second chance that God gave them. There's somebody here who's ending procrastination because they're ending separation here with the Three of Swords. I'm not going to be in separation anymore. I'm ending it right now. I don't want to miss this person. I don't want to just sit here and pretend that I'm happy. I don't just want to sit here in this like materialistic world, this escapism. No, I'm not hurt. No, I'm not sad. No, I don't miss you. Whatever. No. This person's like, I can't keep hiding that. I got to free myself from that. It's like breaking free out of a jail. Out of a coffin. Right? Like the death card. A significant choice is being made on taking action on ending the separation. Somebody here is not going to procrastinate anymore. And look what's after the Seven of Cups. Pisces had this at the bottom of the deck. It's the Three of Cups. They've been wanting to come back into your life. It's like, bring me back to life. You brought them back to life, Pisces, or the other way around. I'm sorry, Scorpio. See what I mean? There's a lot of water here. You brought somebody back to life, Scorpio. You helped them to understand the purpose in the pain. That escaping from the pain, that trying to hide from the pain and avoiding the pain in some fantasy world was not going to work. It just makes it worse. You fall further into abyss. And this person's like, you woke them up. It's a wake-up call. And said, this person's like, oh shit, what am I doing with my life? I can't avoid this. It's making it worse. My addictions are getting worse. My health is failing. Even it's way worse than it was. My friendships are falling apart. My life is falling apart. The further that I avoid doing the healing, the further that I push away the pain and I don't face it and I don't deal with it. And this is also the person who's, I don't want to be separated anymore. I can't deal with the separation. I need to do something. I want to go meet up with Scorpio. I want to go ask him out on a date. I want to go to a social event. I need to go have some fun here. Whatever. This person's taking action, but the big thing here is reconciliation. and forgiveness. These are forgiveness cards. Somebody here is realizing that God has forgiven them. They've forgiven themselves. And now they're ready to come forward to free themselves from this pain they've been in during separation or this escapism here. And they're going to, they've made a clear choice now. I want to reconcile with Scorpio. I want to reunite with them. I want to start back up where we left off. Because you guys used to have a lot of fun together. Merriment, frivolity. I love that word, frivolity. Merriment. It kind of sounds like a lot like what goes on St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, see with the gold there, pot of gold, the dragon's like, you can't get to this pot of gold until you deal with the pain. Ah, those of you who want that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the dragon's like, dragons may be significant to you. Maybe you're the dragon, is what I heard. The dragon's like, the dragon's keep, right? I'm not giving you this gold until you understand what the purpose and the pain is. Until you clear your heart chakra. Clearing the heart chakra is the gateway to having it all. It's the gateway to having these riches and these successes and things like that, okay? But that dragon's trying to test you. Have you done your work? Have you been living your purpose? Have you learned your lessons? And the dragon's going to determine that. Okay, Scorpio, you're free and clear. Here's your pot of gold. So somebody could be looking at you as the pot of gold here, right? And they're saying, I want to reunite. I want to reconcile. Please forgive me. I know not what I do, Bryan Adams. They know that in order to reconcile with you, to get back to how you used to be, they need to stop procrastinating. They need to come forward and take action and, ask for forgiveness. And those of you who can't forgive, that dragon's not going to give you what's in his keep. These rewards, these riches, the love of a lifetime, this type of beautiful stuff that you've been desiring will not be granted access to you because you haven't found your own joy within yourself. You haven't healed from the pain. You're still getting caught up in the separation. Oh my God, I can't deal with this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So for the person who's coming back into your life here, they're going to ask to meet up with you. Go on a date, go to someplace fun. They're making a huge decision here. I'm hearing the decision is final. For somebody here, for those of you who are in alignment, you are ready in your purpose. You're not in pain anymore. If you're still in pain, you are not in alignment with a divine union. A broken heart does not attract divine unions. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense, does it? No. So if you're still in pain, there's still some work you gotta do. You gotta free yourself from this and understand the purpose in it. For those of you who are in alignment, you are living 3 of Cups all day, every day. You're having a lot of fun. You're engaging with activity with friends. You're doing things for yourself. You're enjoying life. Even when you're separated from your person, you found joy finally without your person being there. There's the purpose that you make your life what it is supposed to be, and that's the frivolity, that's the merriment. The joy comes from within you, not from somebody else or some job or money or something. So those of you who have been having a grand old time during separation, this message that this person's coming in to reconcile with you is for you. If you're living your purpose, which is a requirement for divine union to occur, the permanent one, the harmonious one, your person has made a final decision. I'm ending the separation. I'm not procrastinating anymore. I'm not overthinking this. I'm not thinking, what should I do? What option? How should I come in? What should I say? Nope. They already know what they're going to say, what they're going to do, what offer they're going to make. Because they're now trusting their intuition. And they're saying, I'm done. No more hesitating. No more being up in the clouds and thinking, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know what I should do. I don't know which option to take. Look, I have all these choices. What do I do? Do I stay single? Do I go back to the material world? Do I want to live this life that is false for me? And your person saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I know what I want. I'm going to get it. I don't want to be separated from this person that I have so much fun with, who brings light into my world, who you guys have a great time together. And they're taking action. And they're not going to be afraid to like come forward and say, I want to reconcile, forgive me. I know not what I do. I got caught up in the illusions of the world. I tried to escape pain. I tried to escape suffering. I tried to escape loss. That is not a way to live. And they're seeing clearly now why they had to go through all of this. And they're stronger because of it. All right. Let's see what you may be out of alignment with for the end of March 2023, Scorpio. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Ooh, my mom's making garlic bread. It smells good. I was going to make dinner today, but I had to stand my ground and say, I have stuff to do. I've got a mission. So I went ahead and bought the groceries. I already made the Greek salad, so my mom offered to take care of the rest. Prosperity, 32. I said, those of you who did not go back to who you used to be, what you used to do, the escapism, the filling things with a void, listening to other people as to how to avoid the pain or deal with situations that you had a hard time dealing with, that prosperity is coming to you. As I said, the dragon's key. That dragon is going to say, I've seen what you've done. Of course, this is God, right? Just you, because in Celtic culture, I don't think I have the card here. The dragon's gonna let you have this pot of gold if he sees that you've gained a lot of wisdom through the pain and the suffering. So for those of you who've done that, and you know you're no longer, especially if you're separated from your person, and you're just like, I don't feel sad anymore. I don't feel this pain being separated. I'm living my life, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm having fun with friends, and I'm doing what I want to do. I'm living my purpose. I'm being an example for others. This prosperity is coming to you. The money plant resembles the full moon, the fullness of power, blessings, and abundance. Dendritic agate is known as the stone of plenitude. Excuse me. When things are challenging in terms of money or resources, this inclination is to hold tight to grasp of what you have. But prosperity is meant to flow. Don't close yourself off from the abundance of the universe by giving into a scarcity mindset. Plant whatever seeds you are able and receive what is given. I have all that I need, including having enough to share with others. I continually encourage the flow of abundance in the world and eliminate the blocks that hoarding causes. Oh, well, that could be also some of you being the dragon and trying to keep others from getting to your gold, so to speak. If some of you are getting caught up in the materialistic world and like keeping to yourself, you don't want to lose your money, you don't want to lose something, and you're holding back, right? That you're that dragon apparently. No, I'm not letting anybody get to my heart space. I'm not letting anybody come back here. This could be others of you, for those of you, for your person's coming back to reconcile, or maybe they already have. Maybe they've already taken action and they're talking to you. Hey, I want to meet up. Like, let's talk about this. And you're like, I don't want to get my heart broken again. I don't want to go through the pain again. If you're already fearful of that, you still have work to do. You're also blocking your abundance flow to include material wealth, because you have no idea what this person's coming in with, Scorpio. If you're trying to protect your heart here, or protect your assets or something like that. You try to block that off and to prevent people from certain things, you're blocking other stuff, because we're all meant to share, right? And the bottom of the deck is divine protection. Angelica enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. And Andalusite, sometimes called fairy stones, can form a circle of protection. Sometimes we are required to go where angels and perhaps even fairies fear to tread. Before heading into the deep, dark unknown, surround yourself with divine protection. Create a circle of light around yourself, drawing in protective energy from all around. Connect to your higher source and ask for loving guidance. I fear no evil, I am protected. I lean on the divine to surround me and to guide me as I move through this dark and confusing time. Could be some confusion about something, about your purpose, about your connection. Some of you, when your person comes back, because there is a resurrection of a connection, right? There is a reconciliation and a reunion happening. Be careful of other dragons trying to steal your joy, to try to take what you've worked so hard for. But just know, when you come back together, you will be protected by God, because this is a divine connection for some of you. Okay? You will be protected by God. Oh, not yet. So let's get some guidance here. So again, out of alignment, call on God, Archangel Michael, for that protection. All right? Just know that whenever you come into something, or when this permanent union happens, for those of you who are in alignment, no one is going to break that up. Okay? Three of Swords. There's no third parties are going to interfere with this. When you are full and ready to go, you won't end up in another separation going forward. You are going to be protected. What guidance do we have for Scorpio for the end of March 2023? Holy Spirit, please and thank you very much. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Shine your light. Don't dim it. Your light's going to attract bigger, better, beautiful things. And that ties into your purpose. You're here to be a beacon of light, faith, and hope for others. I was talking about encouraging people with what you go through, inspiring people that how they can go through the pain, the loss, the suffering themselves. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. Air, fire, earth, water. Find a balance in those things. Spirituality, your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state. Bottom of the deck is spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and your guides. You have that help. You have the divine protection from your angels, your guides, from God. Just keep, when you're asking God for that, it will be granted to you. Okay. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, please reveal to us for highest good. What needs healing for Scorpio for the end of March? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just heard with the Seven of Cups, some of you maybe, again, I said social media. Some of you are looking too much to social media to avoid working on dealing with the pain, on healing your heart chakra, doing your healing, period. Lemon cleanses and uplifts. Lang Lang unleashes sensuality and heals the heart. Well, there's the heart healing. There's the lemon. Pour lemon in your water. Put lemon in your cooking. Drizzle it over something. Use a lemon salad dressing. I don't know why I'm saying that. Essential oils in a diffuser. Lemon scent. Oh, anything citrus is just invigorating, is it not? And then Liang Lang, I think that's how you pronounce it, unleashes sensuality and heals the heart. Again, essential oils in a diffuser, a candle, incense if it doesn't bother you, massage oil, body oil, lotion, something like that. Lemon eucalyptus. There's a lot of lemon here, guys. Energizes the spirit. Okay. As usual, I read the deck. Oh my God, this book wants to fly out of my hands. Lemon. Limon. Oh gosh. So, according to this, some research states that the natural scent of lemon activates the nerves and fatty deposits to increase the rate of fat burning and suppress new weight gain. Lemon has long been recognized as a natural antiseptic with antiviral, antifungal properties. Lemon essential oil has traditionally been used to elevate mood and to aid depression and anxiety. Symbolic of well-being and positivity, lemons were used in many spiritual traditions as a means of eliminating negative energy and vibrations. They are still viewed as a way to purify homes and are also frequently associated with love, friendship, and protection. Lemon essential oil can be used for the same purposes. There's the protection. To help with the protection, guys, lemon is going to do that. That's awesome. So let's look at lemon eucalyptus because it's right after that. Helps, you know, repel mosquitoes and other bugs, yes. In humans, deep-based mosquito repellents interfere with proper nerve signals, disrupt the feel-good hormone dopamine needed for healthy brain function, and invoke chemical mechanisms associated with neurological disorders and nerve degeneration. Lemon eucalyptus essential oil has antifungal, antibacterial properties, making it useful for many infections. Because the oil has energizing and uplifting properties, it is helpful for times when both your body and spirit need a boost. Lemon eucalyptus shares many of the same emotional and spiritual healing properties as eucalyptus, including the ability to help dispel melancholy, improve outlook, and cleanse stagnant feelings. It can help us feel less constricted by circumstances and experience greater freedom on an emotional level. And then we have the Liang, how do you pronounce that? Lang maybe? Anyway, I think you guys have heard of this either way. So there were some French chemists that found that this essential oil was effective against malaria, typhus, and intestinal infections. This essential oil is also potent against many heart conditions. It helps relax the nervous system and alleviate feelings of restlessness and agitation. According to one study, the aroma of ylang ylang may help prevent epileptic seizures if smelled prior to the onset of one. This essential oil is also believed to help unite body, mind, and spirit, as well as to help people get in touch with their sensuality. It may aid in some overcoming the fear and anxiety that is blocking their sexual expression. It is also relaxing and soothing, encouraging feelings of pleasure and joy. Okay, this is weird. I just got a hit. Somebody's watching this that I know or I used to know. It's a friend of an old friend. I'm just not expecting this person to be here. I'm not going to call the person out yet. It's not time for that. I know one of you watches me all the time. And you have Scorpio in your chart, Scorpio North Node, but there's somebody else here that I just picked up on who I did not expect would actually watch my readings. Well, welcome to you. If you just got a hit in your gut, that's you. I know who you are. All right, Scorpio, we're going to look into what the masculine wants to tell Scorpio, or what your inner masculine wants to let you know. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. So for whoever is having the sexual issues, performance issues, or whatever this is for you, there's an intimacy issue here. You're like protecting yourself from like heartbreak, which when you do that, when you're not allowing the love in, the actual sexual functions get affected, especially if you're not in tune with your sensuality either, Scorpio. Some of you are men, okay? Some of you are men. Oh my God, into the fire. All right. You gotta clear that. There's purpose in the pain. You can't be afraid of heartbreak anymore. Can't be afraid of loss and shut yourself out to the world and go play video games and watch TV, YouTube all the time and pretend that nothing's wrong. You're going to attract more of that low vibrational energy for whoever this is for. Expect for us to reunite in the coming days. There's that Three of Cups. This is also, especially if you're men who are watching this, this is your inner masculine saying, we're going to come back together, Scorpio. Expect for your 3D self to connect with your 5D masculine self in the coming days. Something is going to hit for somebody here, especially if you're a male. Okay? Again, if you're female, does not mean that that's not the case, because for other women here too, you are going to be more in tune with your inner masculine in the next few days, or the end of the month, okay? For the others of you who are in alignment, remember, you're having a grand old time during separation. You're happy-go-lucky. You're having fun. You're living your purpose. You're being a beacon of light, faith, and hope for others. And you're not saddened that your person is not here, because you know your person's always with you. Expect to reunite with your person soon. Could be by the end of the month. But don't get caught up in timing, guys, because this is really God's doing. For at least one person here, this is what's happening soon. By the end of March, okay? Bottom of the deck is the highest vibrational card, one of two that I have. If you're interested in purchasing this deck, okay, the links to purchase this deck are in the description box below. It's a very powerful deck, especially for men who have a hard time expressing themselves, or women who have strong masculine energy who have a hard time expressing, right? Unspoken words. Having a hard time being in tune with their inner masculine or their divine masculine, being more distorted, or there's an imbalance in masculine and feminine energies, all right? This is what this deck is also used for. This is also to better understand your masculine counterpart. And this says, if this appears with the cross symbol card, this indicates you are in a highly impactful connection. But if you trust your intuition with the Scorpio, and you're very intuitive, this is the infinity symbol. You have unlimited potential. You can do what you put your mind to. You got to stop limiting yourself. You got to stop keeping yourself from being broken and disappointed all the time. You can overcome this. This is also, you have an eternal bond with God, with your higher self, and with your person. This is a bond that cannot be broken. This is in the Magician card and in the Strength card. Hence why you're stronger than what you believe. You have the ability to create a beautiful life, Scorpio, because you do. You have way more potential than you think you do. And for those of you who I know who are watching this, I've seen this in you from the beginning. Don't think I'm blowing smoke up your ass, because I'm not. I'm very gifted with seeing the potential in people, even though when it seems like that, like on the outside it may appear that there's nothing going for them. Everyone has unlimited potential here. You've got to believe that about yourself. And this turns into an 8, abundance. That's part of the prosperity card wherever it went. You freed your heart chakra to have that prosperity come in. Freeing your heart chakra and being in the vibration of agape love, the violet flame frequency, the highest frequency of all, it has the dragon say, okay, you are now granted access to these riches, to this gold, to whatever it is that you're, to the prosperity, to the abundance. Others of you, you still have to work on your heart space, your heart chakra healing. Healing from all those things that you've gone through in life. It will change your world, because it has for me. And it has for so many other people. It's a bonus card, guys. This deck has 80 cards in it. And it's showing at the bottom of your reading. This is also the twin flame symbol, counterpart stuff. This is a union coming. That's part of that reconciliation, the reuniting here. Okay? So somebody here is like, they made the final decision, a very serious decision to end the separation once and for all. I'm done procrastinating. I'm done living in this fantasy world. I know I need to do something about it. I'm trying to ensure a new life together will be harmonious. Give me time, please. This person had to get right. This is also for those of you who need to do your work, ensuring that your life will be more harmonious, more balanced, more at peace, so that you can attract higher vibrational people. Top of the deck, I'm working on my healing. Please be patient with me. There may have been delays. You may have been like, oh my God, why is this taking so long? Divine timing is at play, because you have to allow this person to heal fully so that they don't go back to who they were. Again, going back into the fantasy world, the illusions, the addictions, the obsessions, the getting caught in the escapism, pretending that nothing is wrong. It takes years to be able to heal this, as it did for me. And for some of you, it's been 7 years, because they told me to look at the number 7 here. Time heals all wounds, but it takes cycles, guys, to be able to clear that heart chakra. And the dragon's going to see, or again, Judgment Day, God's going to come in with the dragon and, okay, are you ready? Are you ready to go, Scorpio? Because if you're fearing heartbreak again, if you're fearing disappointment, you're fearing grief and sorrow and things happening again, you're still not ready. There's still some work to do, and that is okay. Knock, knock, I'm standing outside your door. You know what I also got with this? I never gotten with this. Knock, knock. God is standing outside your door. The wake-up call. If you're hearing knocks in the middle of the night or something, that's God, your angels telling you you're protected. That's also God telling you to wake up to something, or something's about to change. Or something needs to change. I've never gotten that from that card. This is why every time I use this, it becomes more powerful and I get higher messages from this. For some of you, if you're hearing knocks, this is knocking because God's trying to get you to wake up. Usually when we hear knocking noises, especially in the middle of the night, we hear something, we wake up, do we not? Your inner masculine is trying to get your attention to change something for the better about yourself. Your higher self, God, your angels, they're knocking because they're trying to get you to wake up, to make a decision, to take action on something, to heal, to stop staying up all late, scrolling through Instagram or YouTube or on, why am I hearing the QVC channel or Amazon, or going online and just scrolling around, buying, because it's like, I don't want to deal with what I'm dealing with right now. I'm just going to escape. Or looking on Facebook and looking at everybody else's lives when you're not changing your life. Wow, that is some wake-up call for some of you, especially if you're hearing knocks. It's time to wake up. And it could also be for the others of you, if you've been hearing those knocks, God's waking you up because maybe from a dream or something, because these are dreams. Or God's waking you up if you have a pleasant dream or a not so pleasant dream. He's waking you up to recall it. And there's a message for you in that dream. And when you get that message, God's telling you to take action, whatever it is you're getting in that dream. That just came out of nowhere. Okay? Wake up. It's time to heed the call. You know what it is you need to do, Scorpio. I hope this helped you. I really do. If you are interested in the Capella membership, I would love to have you as part of the family. If you feel compelled, if you feel like this energetic draw thing to me or whatever, check out CapellaWellness.com. Click on the Capella membership section of my website. There are different tiers. Some of them have 7-day free trials, guys. See, I said guy for whatever reason. There's quite a few males here. I do have males in that circle, okay? I do. So don't think that you'll be the only one, okay? Don't be afraid of being part of that community, all right? The description box has a link to my membership page, all right? There's different tiers, different benefits for every tier. Some of them have coaching, some of them don't. A lot of them give you access to my members only live sessions, my Twin Flame support group sessions that I do once a month, other fun lives that I do for others. Because I'm not doing lives on YouTube anymore. I'm only giving that exclusive to my members. And every now and again, I will do free readings live for some of my members, but that's when they guide me to do it. Healing meditations, daily guidance videos, that could even be worth their weight in gold. If you guys can't purchase a personal reading or something like that, I do have tarot packages where you can, there are payment plans for my tarot packages and for my personal readings. Tarot packages, you save money if you want to book on more than one reading. There are healing packages, understanding the masculine packages, understanding the feminine packages, past life packages, you name it. My Capella Star package is the best bang for your buck. It's the best value one. I had people who purchased that package more than my other ones, and it has changed their lives. That is where you're going to save the most money, of course. So if you feel like you want to check those out, check out those packages. Again, there are payment plans for the packages, for my personal readings as well. I think even for the memberships, okay? Klarna should be there as an option. Maybe something else. But the memberships are the way to go if you feel you need a lot more guidance than what you get here, or what you're getting on YouTube that may not be fulfilling or you're not connecting to. The daily guidance videos, they're usually long, guys, just like I do here, okay? I'm in it to support you guys, to be a beacon of light, faith, and hope for you people. It's not about the money. I'm just needing you to get to where you need to be. I'm a destiny helper, as they call it, and then you do the rest. So if you're interested in a Capella membership, as I said, check out the description box below. Go to CapellaWellness.com. Check out to see what else the different tiers offer, all right? If you have any questions about my services, my packages, me, what I do, the readings here, my memberships, whatever it is, do not hesitate to ask. If you want to directly chat with me without having to send emails, or you want a quick response, usually I can respond quickly on the chat, but not all the time. You can download my free mobile app. You can go through there, go explore what's in the app, but a lot of the things in that app are exclusive to my paid members. But there are some forums there that are open, free open communities. Again, downloading the app is free. You can be a free member and check out what's there. You can get notifications from me. You can get some guidance from me. I put posts about my life, encouragement, links to things that may help you every now and again. I do post some of those things there. You can go check out what's already posted. Again, you don't have to sign up for anything paid to view the things that are free there. But you can use the chat function in the app to directly chat with me if you have a quick question about anything, all right? And I will get to you when I'm able to. But if you change it to a paid membership, you'll unlock the access to the other private sections there on the mobile app, all right? All right, Scorpio. That concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.